baby. Hit it.
Hey guys, what is up? How is everyone doing today? It is December 30th. It is freezing outside. This entire week it's been like some ridiculous cold spell and it's been negative 30 Celsius. Today the wind chill is negative 48 degrees Celsius. That is colder than the South Pole, that is colder than the North Pole, that is colder than the surface of Mars. It's really cold today. Enough complaining about the temperature though. I mean, I live here, I'm stuck here for the winter, but how are you guys doing today? I hope all you guys are having a great day. Let me know down in the comment section below how you guys are doing. And I know this happened a couple days ago, but I haven't had a chance to talk about it yet. How funny was that Marcus Smart, James Harden thing that happened in that Houston game? I was watching the game with my buddy Rich. I was convinced that the Celtics were just gonna get blown out by 40 because the first half was so uneven. Except then the Houston Rockets started playing terrible and just hucking up threes. Boston started playing good, and then James Harden just pushed off Marcus Smart twice in a row, and they lost the game because of that. I'm really happy that the refs actually called that, because usually refs don't call that on like superstar players. They don't call those big foul calls late in the game because they don't want to like decide the game. I thought it was great though, because they were clearly push-offs, especially the second one. I loved it. That was my favorite game of NBA basketball that I've watched all year. We are downtown today though. I want to go check out Livestock real quick for starters. I haven't been here in like 2 weeks. I know they've got a whole bunch of new stuff. The Gatorade 6s released earlier today. Those things sold out immediately, so they're not going to have those sitting here. Unfortunately, I would have loved to double up because apparently those things are reselling for like $100 over retail. I do think they're gonna have some good stuff though. Let's take a look. Into the warmth of the store, they have one pair of shoes right here that I'm really excited to see still sitting. The orange Gatorade ones. This is my favorite color of the Gatorade ones. Of course, I got the blue ones already. I have another colorway coming. The green ones sold out quick. I know those are the most limited. I honestly didn't like those ones that much. I'd rank my favorite Gatorades. The green Gatorade would be number 1, the Gatorade 6. And then I would put this number 2. I would put the blue Jordan 1s number 3. I would put the white and green Gatorade 6 is number 4. I would put the lime green number 5, and then I would put the Gatorade purple Jordan 1s at number 6. That would be how I would rank the Gatorade shoes. Let me know how you would. Like, would you put these ones number 1, number 2? How do you think these rank against the other Jordan 1s? I like these. I really do like these. But in terms of everything else, I'm guessing that a whole bunch of Boxing Day sales or something, because the selection is a little bit sparse. Like, it just looks cleared out here. So they've clearly been selling a lot around the holiday season. These Ultra Boosts are still chilling. If these somehow end up going on sale, I don't think they will, because they're $290 right now, which is a little bit too expensive for a pair of Ultra Boosts, in my opinion. They're nice, but I mean, I value my money. On a side note, all you guys always call me cheap when I'm like, I like them, but I don't want to pay $290 for them. Guys, just because I make, whether it's $2,000 a month, $20,000 a month, or $200,000 a month, doesn't mean you don't have to value money. Regardless of how much money you have, you should still value your dollar. So $290 for those, I think, is just too expensive, regardless of how much money I have. It's not me being cheap, it's just me valuing my money and wanting to spend it on something else. The orange ones are great. Those Ultra Boosts are really good as well. Hopefully those go on sale, because I would love to pick those up. But now we are back out into the freezing cold. I want to get back home and take a minute to tell you guys how I scammed Footlocker this week. Yeah, I actually scammed Footlocker somehow. All right, we're back. We got some shoes from Footlocker. I'm so happy to be inside. Negative 48 degrees Celsius with the wind chill. I don't know if you can visualize or even think of what that feels like unless you've experienced it. It just hurts. Like, it doesn't feel cold, it's just painful. Negative 48 degrees Celsius. Is my camera my camera's falling. Oops. So let's talk about how I scammed Footlocker, or Footlocker ripped off themselves, or my bank ripped off Footlocker, I'm not really sure what's going on here. I'm a little bit confused. So I bought a pair of shoes from Footlocker the other day, and let's take a look at them right off the bat. I was very excited to pick these up. This is a pair of shoes I was considering for a long time. I assumed they would sell out, and I wasn't planning on picking them up, but then they just kept on sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting. So I said, you know what, screw it. I was gonna get these, and I am definitely going to enjoy these. They didn't have a size 12, so I got a size 13, but I think that's actually gonna be fine. These things fit really tight, actually. Like, they actually fit more like a size 12.3 than they do a size 13. They fit a little bit smaller than a size 12 and a half, a little bit bigger than a size 12 normally would, but they fit me completely fine. For you guys that have been into sneakers long enough, you remember when the original images of the red Jordan 11 started to surface. They were a Carmelo Anthony P. This was when Carmelo Anthony was in New York. He was one of the best players in the NBA. And he had this all red Jordan 11P. Now, it's not exactly like the one that ended up releasing, except it is very similar. And if it had released back then, they would have sold out immediately and resold for $600, I guarantee you. That's just how Jordans were back then. These are still sitting on shelves in every single store I have seen in Canada. They're sitting on shelves in a few stores in New York a couple weeks ago, pardon. We've already talked about that though. I did decide to pick them up regardless of hype, regardless of if they're sitting, selling. It doesn't really bother me. I buy what I like, and I do really like these. I was hesitant about the price point, don't get me wrong. They retail for $220 US or 295 Canadian dollars, plus a 13% tax, so I don't know what that is. That's like $333 or something absurd like that. But I pulled the trigger and I got them because of a little bit of a circumstance that made it seem, even though it wasn't, but sort of felt like I wasn't actually paying $333. These retail for $295, as I said. Now, I didn't buy these straight out. I had a pair of shoes, the Jordan 13 Wheats, that I'd purchased, I think the day before I left for Europe. I think it was literally the day before I left for Europe. To be honest, that was a little bit of an impulse buy, and when I got back home, I tried them on again, and I was like, you know what, I really am never gonna wear these. Like, they're nice, but they don't look good with I didn't like how they looked. That's the best way I can describe it. So I decided, you know what, instead of holding on to these and trying to sell them or whatever, I'll just go back to Footlocker. I'll exchange them. It was past 30 days, so I couldn't just return them, but I could exchange them for something. So I decided to go back, and this is what caught my eye. Now, there is a price discrepancy between regular Jordan Retros and Jordan 11 Retros, of course. In Canada, it's $255 for a regular Jordan Retro, and it's $295 for these. That's a $40 price difference, and with tax, it's like $45.30 would be the price difference, which is what I should have had to pay. Now, I wasn't really paying attention to what I was paying. I just sort of put my debit card in, put the PIN in, and paid, and that was that. But then I got home, and a couple days later, I was checking my bank receipts. I'm very meticulous with keeping track of my money, keeping track of my expenses, my income, and all of that stuff. And I saw that I had a charge of $5.34 to Footlocker. I was really confused. I was like, why would I have spent $5.34 at Footlocker? And then I looked at the receipt in the box, and the box says $45.34 on the receipt. So Footlocker says I paid $45. My bank account says I paid $5. I don't remember what I paid, except only $5 was taken out of my bank account. At least that's what it says. And I don't understand, like the receipt says $45.34. My bank account says $5.34. Something messed up, but only $5 was taken out of my bank account, I think. I don't know what to think of this, honestly. I don't know what to think of this, because only $5 was taken out of my bank account. I sort of feel bad if Footlocker messed up somehow, or if the employee didn't put in the right number, but at the same time, the Footlocker receipt says $45. So I don't think they did mess up, but my bank account only had $5 taken out of it. I really don't know what's going on here, but at the end of the day, I was supposed to pay $45, and as far as I know, at this point, I've only paid $5. I don't know what happened here. I don't know what happened here, but it is really, really bizarre. So Footlocker got ripped off, or my bank got ripped off, or maybe I got ripped off. Something went wrong here. Either there's a wrong display, the receipt got printed off wrong, my bank got printed off wrong, something happened, and $5 was paid when 45, or maybe, I don't know what to think of this. I'm genuinely confused, and I don't know what happened. Footlocker, hopefully I didn't rip you off, but at the same time, hopefully my bank didn't rip me off. If the bank gets ripped off, I really don't give a crap, because the bank is making millions and millions of dollars. The people at Footlocker are great, except for the new manager that said I can't film. I'm not too happy about that, but everyone else at Footlocker is great. So I was able to pick up this pair of shoes, and I paid $5 for them. $5.34 is literally what I paid when I went to go get this pair of sneakers. Now, of course, I did return another pair of sneakers in addition to the $5.34. Hopefully Footlocker did not lose $40. I would feel bad if that was the case. I don't think they did, because it says it on the receipt, but at the same time, my bank account, $5.34. So I have no idea what is happening there. But this is a great pair of shoes. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Do you love these? Do you hate these? Do you think they're great? Do you think they suck? Do you think they're just so-so? I'd give these like a solid 8.5 out of 10 if I had to rank them. I think it's a really nice looking pair of shoes, and I will definitely enjoy wearing these. The basketball team that I coach has red jerseys, so I might even break these out and wear them to a game when I'm coaching at some point this winter. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. It is New Year's Eve by the time you guys are seeing this video, so make sure to stay safe. Don't do anything stupid, you know, make sure you get home safe and all of that good stuff. And let me know your New Year's resolution down in the comment section below. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. If you're still watching, do me a favor and comment Ray is an idiot. And then a whole bunch of people that don't watch till the end of the video will think you're a hater, except you're actually a real fan. So let's do that. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.